Right now, left.
Windows.
Rewind.
Well, that's the point too. Dan, explain this because folks are watching that. Coach Stahl has an ability, and I always say, I wait for him to take the guy's cap off. And I don't know how he gets to do it, but it's obviously strong enough to be able to hold the guy off. And finally, once that cap comes off with Stahl, it pretty much goes a lot his way. Is that a psychological thing you think with a player and yourself? If your hat comes off, do you think that it's a little bit less protection there for you? You got to be a little more careful.
Well, your momentum's going, and you're just really not, like, you gotta try to stay focused. He's really good at it. He keeps his patience, picks his places to throw punches, and you can tell he's been doing it for a couple of years anyway.
You think?
The biggest thing is he's strong enough where he can hold off and take a punch if he needs to, or bury his head where it's not going to hurt him, and give himself time enough to flick the helmet off to not break his knuckles. Where when you're younger, you don't think about that. You're just willing to throw, and whatever happens, happens. Where as a pro, you took your helmet off against Needham.
Yeah, well, that was it.
I was told never to do that. If a guy wants to beat your head and break his hand in your helmet, hey, go show off to somebody else. Anyway, we'll
I think that I thought that was part of.
Well, it's a gentleman's thing, but if you're stupid enough to do it, and I'm smart enough to keep mine on, hey, knock yourself out. And that's why people didn't like me.
Well, we loved you in Columbus, that's for sure, but you wouldn't run for mayor in any other city. And in that sense, too, I mean, when you're getting out there, and again, there's a time and a place to do that kind of stuff, but there's also a time and a place to play position hockey and score some goals and chip in and have some stats. And right now, you're doing that, you're doing it in a two-way sense. And I wondered, I meant to ask coaches for both of you here, you didn't see a lot of ice time in the first part of the Friday night game. Is that by design?
No, it was an accident. Like, I mean, my intention was for him to play, every other shift or try to get him out there. And before you know it, we had penalties and power plays and this and that, and all of a sudden he hadn't played for 10 minutes in the first, or actually in the second. And then I'm like, dang, I don't want to put somebody that's been sitting on the bench and with limited ice time and have him go out there and make a mistake, and I didn't want to do it to him, so he didn't see anymore, and it was my bad. And the biggest thing is like getting back on the ice as soon as possible. Anyways, before you do that, Dan, where are you from? And give me a little insight. What's happening? We got to get going.
I'm from Fort McMurray, Manitoba. I played my junior A hockey in my hometown. It's
first
time away from home. First flight was down here. It's been awesome. I love it down here. The weather is gorgeous. The fans are great. Like playing in front of my home crowd, I figured, like everyone would know me there, but around here people seem to know me better than.
No, it's kind of tough because I'm looking at you from last year at the Terriers. You had 273 minutes with the penalty minutes.
Yeah, 50 of those were in the first game, though, so it doesn't really
Columbus has been good to you, Dan, and folks. You're part of the guy, and I can tell you from, I guess this guy can tell you as well. I mean, if you continue the style of play, the tough type of play, and of course, it's got a rich tradition in winning in hockey. Tell you what, they'll treat you well. What do you think of the fans here and how they treat you so far?
Fans have treated me awesome. I couldn't ask for anything more. It's been time of my life so far.
We're looking for bigger things too.
If anybody was in this jersey auction, there's probably something that's going to happen Friday night. I don't know when, but you should probably be there.
Really?
Yeah, Friday. I guess I made promises. I'm not guaranteeing any wins or anything, but
we're on the internet, so we'll just leave that be. You'll have to come Friday night to figure that one out. Dan, thank you so much. We appreciate you. What a great guy. Also, absolutely great guy. But,